share this amazing, amazing opportunity that you're about to see tonight. I know that we have guests on and we have business partners on tonight, and we are looking to have a magnificent presentation on tonight. We're just asking you to just pay attention, listen, enjoy, take the information in, and make a business decision to get started in our fantastic, awesome company. I have the privilege to introduce our presenter tonight. She is truly, y'all heard me call her superstar. She is just that because she's genuine, she is efficient, she is excited, she's motivating, she's caring, she's compassionate. She knows 180% of the information. She is a born leader. She is just taking this to the world and taking the nation, showing the nation how they can get in the #1 industry in the world, have their piece of the rock. So I'm excited tonight to introduce our presenter that's going to present this magnificent presentation to us on tonight. That's none other than Miss Janice Elise Parker, who is a 100K ring wearer, who is a 50K bonus earner, who's earned multiple $10,000 bonus, so many $1,000 bonus, and is just a few moments away from being a director in our company and driving that surge car. So I want you all to give a warm surge welcome to Miss Janice Elise Parker. Back to you, Miss Parker.
All right, that was absolutely amazing. Prayerfully, you guys are taking notes on how well she does an introduction because, family, let me tell you, she sets that stage. And I've got to give it right back to her. You heard me say that nothing stops First Lady Celetta Brown and Randy Brown, nothing. And so we are here in Hampton Roads, family, and it is colder than we're used to. Now, First Lady Vaughn laughed at us. He said, he said when he woke up this morning, it was minus 21 degrees, and we're shutting down a presentation protecting our people at 20 degrees. But I told Bob, we don't do that. That's not how we roll over here. But what I love about First Lady Celetta Brown is her tenacity, family. She will not be denied. And you heard me say 14 years every single Monday. Come heck or high water, we have this presentation. And so we are here online. Please continue to text your guests. Please continue to text your teammates, because what we have as an audience right now, we know there are a whole lot more people that want to make sure they're on. We're praying none of them are over at the Hyatt. Everybody is on this particular webinar. So we're going to dive into some information, family. Thank you very much, Miss Erica. We're going to dive into some information now. Who are we, so that you understand who we are? We are, including First Lady Celetta Brown and Randy and Valerie and Pastor Gerald, we are a group of businessmen and women that have decided we're going to step outside of the box and do something a little bit different than the ordinary person. We are a legion of business people that have decided, you know what? Not only do we want to create legendary income for ourselves right now, we want to make sure that we leave a legacy for our children and our children's children. We want to leave land. We want to leave property. We want to leave residual income. We want to bequeath to our church and foundations and universities and those things that we care about. But what we came to understand is that we could not do that if we only worked for somebody else. We realized that we had to work for ourselves. And so we chose the industry's travel. Now you may ask, why did we choose travel? Well, first things first is because everybody does it. Everybody loves it. Travel and vacation, if you think about it, is something that everybody does, whether it's business travel or vacation travel, it does not matter. And so we chose travel, and I'm going to share with you some numbers in a minute because it just makes sense. And for somebody who lost everything during the recession when my bank filed bankruptcy, the industry that continued to grow regardless of the recession happened to be travel, and it grew to the tune of 400%. So at the end of this presentation, we're going to ask you one simple question: does it make sense? Because if it makes sense what we have to say, not to pay less for something that you were going to pay more for, and to create a residual stream of income, because think about it, how much passive income did you earn last year? In 2018, how much income came in without you physically doing the work? That is what we call a passive stream of income. Well, family, we're going to show you how you can create that. How much passive income do you need in 2019? As a matter of fact, First Lady, I read in a book one time that it said that the definition of rich is when the passive income that you have coming in is greater than the monthly expenses you have going out. Because think about that. Think about money coming in outside of your job, and that money pays all of your bills. Then you have your job income, your employment income, and you get to stock that away towards investments and things of that nature. How powerful is that? Right? So let's talk first about travel. Let's talk about the opportunity that we actually have in travel. I want you to imagine 8 days and 7 nights. Like, where would you go? What kind of vacationer are you? Are you the kind that likes to sit back, feel the sun on your face and the breeze through your hair and the swing in a hammock and drink a cool breeze? Or are you like myself and Roberta and Sylvia, where we are zip lining and hang gliding and tree climbing and paddle boating and all of that kind of stuff? Well, you know what the beautiful thing is? It doesn't matter what kind of traveler are you. What Surge 365 literally offers you is a wholesale vacation and travel membership. Somebody's talking to me in the chat. Listen, well, thank you very much, Miss Rayshawn. Listen, what we love about Surge 365 is it gives you everything. Not only will we show you how you can make money in the world of travel, because think about it. A lot of us try to come up with what is the best product to market that everybody loves. Well, we just gave you the answer to that question. Is travel. And then a lot of us love traveling, but oftentimes when we go on those websites online and we go from site to site to site to site looking for the best price, and we notice that the prices are pretty much all the same, not understanding that there is a parity agreement out there in the world of travel. Guess what? Now we're going to show you how you no longer have to be a sitting duck to the online prices. You're going to have wholesale prices. That combination, think about it. If you have more money coming in and less money going out for travel, can't you travel more often? Yes or yes? And the answer, of course, is yes. So we want to share with you first things first, family. Thank you, Ms. Zetta. We want to share with you first things first, family, how you literally have an opportunity to earn in travel. We're gonna go through several different platforms. So I pray that you have a notepad and pen. I'm gonna come in at you fast and swift, back to back to back. I hope you're taking notes, because as a guest, I want you to really be clear on all the opportunity that you have. Option one, we call the Vortex. Interestingly enough, Miss Velma, her license plate read the Vortex, and she got that a year before we actually got in business together. How apropos is that? But what it is, family, is a platform. It's almost like you could consider the friends and family disc is an online platform. Your platform will literally look just like Expedia, Priceline, and Travelocity's. You will have the opportunity to share discount savings with up to 9,999 customers. 9,999 customers. Now, if you look at that, then you realize that means that you're talking about actually having a business, right? A business online. So you'll be sitting out there just like an Expedia, Priceline, and Travelocity, only your customers have a private price point. See, the parity agreement says that Expedia and Priceline, who own everybody else, and anybody else who wants to compete on the public sites, have to charge about the same price, which is why those prices are like this, right? Your Vortex is private so that you're able to 85% of the time offer your customers a what? Savings. But you know what the vendors say? You know, when First Lady Celetta Brown says Bobby Brown, right? That would be cool. Saves Bobby Brown money on his travel, whatever he saves, she's going to get in the form of a check. It's a very simple platform. We call it Share, Save, and Earn, guys. And let me just break down to you. Hey, Joanne. Let me just break down to you how that's going to work. So let's just say you sent your link. I don't know. Maybe you sent your link out to, you know what? Here's a good one. How about you were sitting in the hairdressers, right? And the lady next to you mentioned that she happened to be wanting to take her children to Orlando. So you said, well, here's the link. Try this link, right? Most of the time it saves people money. If it does, enjoy, bring me a t-shirt. So while she's sitting there, she pulls up on her phone and she goes, that says that I have a 40% savings, a 40% savings on my trip to Orlando. Let me book it. Well, she books 8 days and 7 nights. So she saves $284. $284. Well, guess what? Next month, you'll receive a check for $284. Maybe somebody goes to Thailand, does the same thing, saves $949. Now, First Lady, you know that's my favorite one right there. They save $949. What's your check next month? $949. So the beautiful thing is, whatever they save, you're actually going to get in the form of a check. Can you believe it? Now, here's the beautiful thing. Here's the beautiful thing, family, is that we want to give you projections, right? A lot of times, you know, my grandmother used to tell me, give me worst case scenario, baby. So let's just look at how many people you actually know, whether it's on social media, whether it's people that you worship with, go to school with, in paint class with, I don't know, people that you work with, but not just recently, but in all of your former positions. Did you know these people travel? Here's an interesting fun fact, is that now that you're going to own a travel platform, guess what you're going to hear all the time? People talking about travel. It's like when you buy that new car and you're thinking you're the only one that has that car. And then once you get on the interstate, it's like, well, Lord have mercy. Everybody has this car. Well, family, travel opportunities are going to come up. I was speaking to Lisa earlier today and somebody wants her to book a cruise, right? How great is that? So that's what happens. Well, think about this. Let's just say all you do is you acquire 10 customers every single month. You acquire 10 customers every single month. That's all you do, just by sharing your link. And those 10 customers, let's just say you acquire 120, maybe 200 customers in 2019. What if, Gloria, 200 nights were booked in hotels on your website? You don't know who, what, when, or where, or why, but each of those nights saved the customers $25. We're just going to say everybody saved the exact $25. Family, do you realize that my cousin Gloria just earned $5,000 sharing a link? Now you can be very creative. We have, you know, up in Richmond, there's a young lady on I forget her name, Miss Cofield's team. She owns a cupcake company. So on her menus, she has her link. Pastor Gerald, his church owns a link. So when they share the link, you know, on their programs, if the member books and saves, I mean, think about if you have a nonprofit organization and they save. You know, churches are loving not just the Vortex, but I'm going to show you the Vortex Platinum in a minute. They're loving it. Why? Because they have a way to raise money. Universities, pastors, bishops, nonprofit organizations, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, fraternities. See, because this is not just 1 year. This is year after year after year. So what happens? Remember how many customers I told you can shop through your portal, can have that link? 9,999. Well, think about it. This is what they're actually going to see, right? This is what they're actually going to see. Well, family, what if 2,000 nights are booked on your site in 2021, 2022? Do you realize you just earned $50,000 sharing a link? I want you to write that down. I want you to set a goal. How much money do I want to earn from my Vortex in 19, 20, 21, 22? Because we're talking about from now on. And it's not like your friends and family are not used to the platform. But for the word Vortex in the upper left-hand corner, they would not know the difference between this or any other online platform. The difference is when they hit search, there's a technology that goes to work to save them money. And when they save on hotels, cruises, and car rentals, the company sends you a check. It pays to be nice. It pays to bless people with this Vortex link. Why? Because it's going to benefit you. So if somebody saves $600, who do you think is happier? You for them saving and you earning $600, or them for saving? And the answer is both of you are very, 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 very happy. But here's what I love about what we do. We understand that some of you out there, you've tried stuff before. You've been there, done that, got 2 T's just like me. And you may feel like, okay, I would love to try it, but I don't want to run any real risk. Well, what if I told you you didn't have any? What if I told you this just by following a simple system of getting your Vortex link out there and having 10 people just sign up on the link every single month? We know that somebody's going to save over the course of 2019, and we know that means you earned. But if for any reason after 12 months, you said, well, you know what, coach? Not my cup of tea. And you've done the 10 every month, and you've listened to 30 minutes of training every week so that you could become better at your business. The company says, listen, we'll stroke you a check, refund you the amount of money that you paid minus anything they paid you, and you can walk away risk-free. But let me tell you why that very rarely happens. Because if people follow the system, if they're coachable and teachable, if they do what we train them to do, if they take their training in the back office, if they follow the steps outlined by the company, they're going to be just like Sylvia, who shared her link. And the very first time she shared her link, the customer saved. Now, interestingly enough, the customer is in business with us. See, because the product works. The product works, family. So listen, here's the beautiful thing, is that your cost is a one-time initial fee of $99 plus your first monthly fee of $59.95 plus some processing fees. You're out the door at $177. That's it. You own a business that's just like Expedia and Priceline. If you get aggressive and market your platform, you can be earning 5, 10, 15,000 extra per year just from sharing a link. You guys get that? Now, $63.54 per month is all it takes as your overhead for your business. Let me put this into perspective for you. Because some people say, oh my God, $63.54. Valerie and I said, oh my God, thank God it's $63.54. But here's what the company understands, is that most people will look at that as an extra expense. So they say, listen, let me help, let's do this. Since we know birds of a feather tend to flock together, how about we eliminate that monthly subscription fee? We have a referral program, an affiliate program. See, don't keep this to yourself. If this is a great opportunity for you, how much more so is it for somebody else? Did you know that there are people in your cell phone right now that are praying for extra income? And you're seeing a way for them to do it? Well, family, if you refer 3 people who three active members, no matter what platform they choose, because I'm just sharing with you option 1, but I'm going to option 2 and 3. It doesn't matter which one that they choose. You'll become something that we call 3 and what? Free, meaning your monthly subscription payment is 0. Now what? Now you're building a business, you're sharing your link, you're saving people money, you're getting checks, and nothing's going out of pocket. Well, Coach JP, can I still write my business off my taxes? You bet your bottom dollar that you can, right? That's the power of this platform. But wait, there's more. Option 2. We have a whole lot of people that love our membership. As a matter of fact, one of the young ladies on our team, her name is Nika. She went down to Orlando. The only reason she reached out to me is to become a member. She says, listen, that's all I want to do. My daughter's graduating high school. I want to take her down there for graduation, seeing my sons. And so, family, I sold her the membership. Well, what she realized was that, yes, you know what? I'm looking up, hotels and things of that nature online at Expedia. And I noticed that your company has availability where their company does not. Well, we have 500% more inventory. So when you become a member, you have access to that. Not to mention on accommodations and rental cars and cruises, our company gives you a 100% lowest price difference guarantee. Don't believe me? Take a look right here. You see the words price guarantee. If you ever found it for more out there, we will refund you the overage that you paid, take another 50% off and give to you in reward credits. Guess what that means? That means you got 150% price match. You never lose to Expedia. You never lose to Priceline. Here's what's so bananas though, is when you come in here, family, and you click on where you're going and when you're checking in and when you're departing, and you click on search. Remember I told you they had a parity agreement online, which is why you never found the best prices? Well, now a technology goes to work on your behalf versus against you. It's on your behalf, simply meaning this. You can book as much as you want. We're guaranteeing the lowest prices with reward credits, but when you book, now what's going to happen is you're going to have better pricing. So let's just say you typed in that you wanted to go to Orlando for 8 days and 7 nights. So we looked at a 2-bedroom suite right there by the Disney gate. Online, the best possible price you're going to find. And what I mean by that is if you search for hours and hours and hours, the best price, $1,641. But look at what your membership price is. Out the door, including taxes and fees. And you know how bold we are, Pastor Randy? Well, there's another box. That's a drop-down box. So let's just say you chose the Marriott. I don't know. It's going to tell you what the 6 lowest prices is on the internet for the general public, right? And it's not this price. They're going to show you which are the companies that are offering that price or more, right? Agoda, Hotwire, Booking.com, Travelocity, Orbitz, Trivago. It doesn't matter. They're all owned by Priceline and Expedia anyway. So you're going to know before you ever even check out. Sylvia, you're going to know before you ever even check out that you got the absolute best price. How about a $948 savings? And I don't know about you, but if I'm taking my happy hips down to Orlando, I need $948 still left on my bank card. Why? Because I'm going to want to do things. Listen, that's my money. That's your money. Why would you give it away to somebody else? Especially now that you know you don't have to. How about New York, family? The city that never sleeps. Incidentally, First Lady, my sister nicknamed me New York. She said, because I never sleep. But Manhattan, I remember being on the 32nd floor of the Marriott in Manhattan. Absolutely gorgeous place. But what I love about the platform is this. If you're going to go to New York, don't you want Sicilian style pizza? That's right, Rayshawn, keep it in your pocket. Don't you want to go to see the Lion King? Don't you want to go do some New York style shopping? Go down to the district? Well, if you got $748 still left in your bank account, you can do that. As a matter of fact, when I was there, 2 people, we had breakfast. The breakfast was over $50. I'm like, what kind of eggs did they serve us, right? Here's another one. How about this one, family? Let's go down to, let's go around the world to Thailand. And I love this graphic. I love this picture, family, but I want you to think about it. 8 days and 7 nights in Thailand, right? Now, we went online and we looked at all of those sites that you're familiar with, that you see on TV. Guess what? The best price they're going to give you if you go to their sites, $4,991 plus taxes and then plus fees. Or doesn't it make sense to just book in your membership? $1,827. That's a $3,164 savings. That price is your price. Listen, this is what Malcolm says. He says, if somebody doesn't understand the power of the membership and y'all are going to be going to Thailand together, he says, just charge them $4,991, buy it in your membership and keep the profit. See, because family, the money is there. There is an app, right? There is an app on your phone that you literally download, and you can go straight to that app, right? You can go straight to that app and it will pull up. You can go straight in and start clicking on, I want a hotel, I want a cruise, I want a house, I want a flight. All the same airlines, all the same cruises, right at your fingertips. 150% lowest price difference guarantee, right at your fingertips. And if your friends don't want a membership, it's okay. Send them your link, because guess what? When they save $949 on that trip, you just made $949. So think about this. 2 couples going to Thailand. They don't want a membership. No problem. You send them your link. You make $949 on the trip. You save $3,164 on the trip. Your pocketbook reads $4,000 on one trip. Guys, it's powerful what we do. Listen, I don't care. Somebody says, send me your link, right? I don't care what's going on, family. Saving money only makes sense. I mean, how many of you clip coupons, right? How many of you clip coupons to buy groceries? How many of you look at the sales paper at Rite Aid or CVS or Walgreens? How many of you click on the savings tab in the Walmart app? How many of you, when you walk inside of Macy's, you're looking at, the red, you want the red sign, right? The sign that says clearance. Well, family, guess what? Doesn't it make sense then for you to do the same thing for your travel? Listen, and I'm not even a cold person, but we have these things called weekly stays where myself and Rebecca and Taylor and First Lady, we're going to go out here and go skiing in Colorado. Why? Because it's only going to cost us $74.25 each. But here's the beautiful thing. This is going to be me, Roberta, and Pastor First Lady Celetta, and this is Taylor. We're going to ride across and watch her, and we're going to do our Facebook Lives. I don't want to do cold, but for $299, I could do cold in a 4-star 2-bedroom for 7 days and 6 nights. How about you? Family, even this city right here. Can't wait to get back to Vegas. We just left Vegas. We're going back to Vegas. And guess what? A young lady on our team by the name of Tanisha. Let me tell you about her, because I'm going to give you a real life example of just how amazing this platform is. Tanisha was planning to go to London anyway. Her cousin, if you would go to YouTube and type in Adrienne, Adrienne, and Tina Turner, you'll see her cousin. Well, they were planning on going over there to support her, playing and starring in the role of Tina, right? On their Broadway platform before she ever met us. Well, here's the beautiful thing, Rayshawn. Once she did book, she realized that, through her membership, that number one, she could save $1,400 on a hotel. And as opposed to putting 4 people in one room, now she had a bigger room, with two bedrooms. Guys, she saved $1,400 on that. We don't even guarantee flights, but she saved $2,400 on her flights, because oftentimes overseas, we can, you know, give a better price and place. Well, listen, when she went to Vegas, she also saved $400 on our hotel room, and we had a huge hotel room. What am I telling you? My point to you is this. Grandmother used to say a penny saved is a penny earned. So $927 saved is $927 earned, because think about it. When you keep $927 on your card, you can swipe to go in the Eiffel Tower, swipe to go on the Ferris wheel, swipe to go see Boys and Men, Penn and Teller, Cirque du Soleil, Celine Dion, Diana Ross. There's so much to do. Keep as much money in your pocket as possible. As a matter of fact, what did Samuel L. Jackson ask you anyway? What's in your wallet, right? Tell them my $927 because I did not give my money away, right, Rayshawn? I did not give my money away to Expedia, Priceline, and Travelocity. Here's the thing. Even if you love cruises, I mean, think about all of the food on the cruise, all of the activities on the cruise. Listen, Sylvia's going to do cold. Me and Rayshawn are going to do warm. But either way, we're going to keep money on our bank card. And guys, doesn't it just make sense? This is your money. This is yours. You work hard for it. You deserve a vacation, but you shouldn't be taken advantage of any longer. You should not be taken advantage of, guys, any longer. So I want you to understand that even with our cruises, you're going to save money. Family, you're going to earn reward credits on everything that you do. Whether you rent a car from Hertz, Avis, Budget, National, Alamo, Enterprise, it doesn't matter. Guys, whether you book a cruise, it doesn't matter. But what I want you to understand is we're not the first group of people or the first company to have a travel membership. What do you think it costs out there in the general public for somebody to own a membership like this? See, if you don't tell your friends about what I'm about to share with you, they're going to spend what I'm about to show you, because people are looking at prices. As a matter of fact, American Express was the first company, right? The first company to actually, well, not first, but one of the first to offer a membership. Look at the sticker prices. A one-time initiation fee of $10,000, $20,000, and $30,000. Not just that, $3,400, right? $3,400 a year, billed annually at one time, just to keep your membership. Nick Pagano was recently out on a vacation, and they invited him to come listen to their pitch. And every time they pulled up a price, he showed his membership price was better than their price. He said that they were saving people 10 and 15%. He's saving people, guess what? He's saving people, 40, 50, and 60%. So the only thing the lady could say, y'all, was, but this is American Express. Like, who totally cares? Because we know it makes sense to go where you want, when you want, with whom you want, vacation travel, business travel, everyday travel. Guys, with reward credits that can be redeemed on free travel, right? Recently, Sean, he and his fiance went on a cruise last year. This year, her fare was free because they used the reward credits they earned last year. See, one day your reward credits, which bank up for 10 years, will buy you a free vacation. So Coach JP, is that cost real? It really is. It is a one-time initiation fee of $199. Your first monthly fee of $59.95 and some other processing fees, you're out the door at $277. And yes, when you refer 3, that monthly subscription fee is free. Right? As long as you have 3 active from now on. Well, Coach JP, what's the likeliness of them staying active? Very good, because we're going to get them 3 and free. Does that make sense? And I'll talk to you about that in a minute. But here's the beautiful thing. Most of us are platinum. And the reason we're platinum is because our happiest members are our platinum members. Think about it from a pastor's perspective. And I've been talking to a pastor, Darwin Little. He travels as a pastor. So that's what he does. And of course, they've got conventions, they've got other, doing services for other churches. And so having the membership means a whole lot to him, because he and the First Lady can save on their personal travel. But by the same token, the members in the congregation are already traveling. So why not have a link where they can bless the congregation with the link? They don't have to pay to sign up to be a free member, right? They save, whatever they save becomes a donation back to the church. Not to mention they travel, right? He and the First Lady will earn reward credits that will help offset some of the costs of their own personal travel. But then Pastor Lisa Pfeiffer is the one I like to refer to as a pastor who loves this platform, because she does cruises for her church. She says they need to travel. People need vacations. But now I can book a cruise. Carnival does some type of match, right? For whatever she earns or something like that donates back to the church. And she's found a way to bless the church. Well, think about you. Think about you. Think of you as like me, a regular person. I'm not a pastor, right? But watch this. You and I, we still love to travel. So we get to travel. We have a friends and family discount link called the Vortex that we can share with our friends and family. Whatever they save, we earn. Plus, whenever they travel, we earn their reward credits. This is what happened to Charlize. So Charlize, she actually helped book her family's family reunion. When she helped do that, she earned 180,000 reward credits from that. So between that and all of the customers that she's had over the last couple of years, when we went to Brazil, guys, she was able to book round trip air from where is she? North Carolina to Miami, then round trip air into Brazil for 2 people. You guys understand that those are 4-digit trips, right? These are not $600, $700, and $800 flights. That's exactly right. It's a win-win because we get paid. And then here's the thing, Rayshawn. She ended up with only paying $33 for round trip air to and then round trip to Brazil for 2 people. See, your reward credits from your customers will push you up faster. So you want to share your link with as many people as possible, because whenever they travel, their reward credits don't go to them. You're the member, they come to you. But when you have the platinum, so that's why the First Lady come back on, because listen, she is our champion travel specialist. And as a matter of fact, listen, our travel agency has been around since 2002, so we're not new to the game. And because we have a relationship with the vendors, you have an opportunity like First Lady to literally take some travel training, become certified in travel. And when you become certified in travel, guess what? The companies like the one that she took with, I think it's the Commodore Cruise Training, First Lady. I'm looking for you so I can unmute you. Let's see where you go. But Carnival actually gave her a cruise. First Lady, I am taking you off mute. First Lady, why don't you tell the family about the reward that you got? Now, are you having to leave your home to take your travel agency training, First Lady? First Lady, are you there? It sounds like she doesn't hear me. So she took the training with Commodore, with this, it's like, I think it's Princess Cruise Line. As a matter of fact, on our team, another young lady named Rosa just did the exact same thing. So she took the Carnival Cruise Line training. Carnival, when you finish the Commodore Cruise Line training, offers you a 7, right? They offer you a 7, 14, or 21-day cruise. The cruise is free to you and 3 other people. That's 4 people. So we're trying to get First Lady to take us. And if First Lady don't, we're going to ask Rosa. But here's the beautiful thing. This cruise is valued at over $4,000. This cruise is valued at over $14,000. Now, mind you, your investment is nowhere near that. But because you're a travel agent, things are different on this side. When you're on this side of the computer, things are a whole lot different. So let's do a quick recap. When you own the Vortex Platinum, you got the whole kit and caboodle. And the reason why our happiest members are our Platinum members family is because you got the whole kit and caboodle. Now, what does it cost? A one-time initial fee of $399 plus your first monthly subscription payment of $59.95 plus some processing fees, out the door at $477. One time. Well, Coach JP, can I be 3 and free? And the answer to that question is what? Is yes. You can absolutely positively be 3 and free. Now, what's right for you is going to be totally up to who? You. You can activate the Vortex Platinum, the Vortex today, $177. Let us help you get 3. And I'm going to show you why we want to do that in 7 days in just a minute. And you have no monthly subscription fee. You may say like, Nika, I just want the membership. That's all I want. Guess what? Once you activate, once you pay and get started, you can travel as much as you want. You can be like Tanisha, get to 3 and free. And guess what? No more monthly subscription payment. Or you may be like First Lady and Rosa and you want the platinum. You know what we love about it? Get in where you fit in. As a matter of fact, if you need to start, I was talking with a young lady today, super sharp realtor for Pastor Gerald. And she said, well, if I started the 177, can I upgrade later? Yes, you can. Is there a time limit? No. It's totally up to who? It's totally up to you. So family, for those of you who love travel, for those of you that just cannot wait to book trips, how about you book a birthday cruise? How about you book a birthday cruise? Did you know once you have 8 cabins on some of these, now I'm not a travel specialist, this is what I heard, but once you book 8 cabins, the 9th cabin is free. Book your birthday cruise, bring some friends with you. Take your money, as Leslie would say, take your money with you. But family, we're going to talk now about business. Remember at the beginning of the conversation, I asked you about creating an extra income. How many of you out there want 2019 to be better than 2018? Well, you understand that the definition of insanity is for us to come into 2019 as employees, right? You know, the cash flow quadrant, you got the employee, the business owner, you got the investor, and you got self-employed. Well, most of us will come into 2019 hoping that doing the exact same thing over and over and over again is going to yield us a different result. No, we've got to come out of just the employee quadrant. A lot of people will move to self-employed, and that's okay, but a lot of times you just own your own job. I've been there, I've done that. What we want to teach you how to do is be a business owner. A business owner creates network and multiple ways of earning income, and eventually without them having to physically do the work. See, Warren Buffett put it this way. He says, listen, to increase your wealth, you must start a business. But what kind of business, Coach JP? Let me tell you what he said. He said the things you like to do should be a hobby of yours, but the things that the world does should be a business of yours. Well, Coach JP, can I be successful real fast? That's relative to what you do. But I was listening, First Lady, to Nick Pagano last night, and he was talking about the gentleman that owns Amazon. And he was saying, if you go Google the guy's name, I forget his name, but you'll see him sitting in his house. And I think they move books first or something like that. But he's sitting in his house. He's taking his orders. He has one laptop, right? And he's running down to the post office to ship out the book. Well, what do they do today? They have their own trucks today. They have their own vans today. Now, it wasn't easy, though. The climb to the top of that ladder is plagued with potholes and derailments and road out. But he successful. But the same thing is going to happen here for you. Family, if you understand the power of travel, the reason we're talking to you about travel, the reason the person invited you here to hear about travel is because with this particular industry, family, the numbers are staggering. Look at 2016. In 2017, that number went to 8.1 trillion. By 2020, that number is slated to be 12 trillion. So the question is, doesn't it make sense to actually be in an industry where people are spending money to the tune of over $241,000 per second? Well, family, listen, here's what we're going to do. See, Surge 365 combined the world's best compensation plan with the world's largest industry, which is travel. So inside of this platform, family, there are several bonuses that we're going to help you to qualify for. I'm going to walk you through each of these, but suffice it to say, I want you to pay real close attention, right, to the unlimited bonuses that you have. And I want you to pay real close attention to this word right here. See, because family, from my personal story, and it's interesting because Tashana Richardson's story mirrors mine. We both became displaced from our homes at about the same time. She with 5 children, me because my business failed. Right? 2 totally different stories, but the same success. Family, I had to move back home with my mom. She's staying in an extended stay of America. I saw this presentation before she did. But for me, I was like, you know, I felt so bad about everything that I lost that I wasn't open-minded. I was closed. I was jaded. I was scared, right? But I realized later that I couldn't be skeptical and broke. In the meantime, 6 months after I saw it, she saw it and said yes. Well, family, inside of her first 7 days, she earned a $1,000 bonus. Inside of her first 83 days, she'd earned 14 of the $1,000 bonuses, right? Step out on faith. That's exactly right, Sean. Inside of her first 83 days, she'd earned the $10,000 bonus. And family, inside of her first 83 days, she went on, right? She went on to be able to do this. She went on to earn, she went on to earn the $50,000 challenge and be the first one to do it. So when I got started and I heard about her success and I realized that I'd wasted 16 months. I went in with, listen, both barrels ready to blaze the trails, family, because guess what? The success was already there. I saw it happen. So what are we going to do for you? Well, you get started tonight. And the first thing that we want to do is we want to make sure you understand, we don't just want you to have the product, but become a Surge SBA as well, because this is where you get to earn what I just shared with you. $19.95. That's bananas. Everything that I'm about to share with you that you can earn, you do that by adding $19.95. So you make 3 personal sales and you let us help you do that in your first 8 days. 8 days starting tonight when you get started, you're going to earn a $150 fast start bonus. But family, you're also going to be 3 and free. Remember that? Remember that 3 makes you 3 and free? that's what you're absolutely going to be. So here's the thing, family. Then, right? Then we want to help you onboard 7 Vortex Platinum sales. Remember, our happiest members are our Platinum members. 7 Vortex Platinum sales, family, your first 30 days is going to pay you your first $1,000 referral bonus. You get this bonus from showing pastors and nonprofit organizations and people that you know how the Platinum product can help benefit them on, you know, in whatever their endeavor happens to be. It's a huge, Rayshawn, return on investment. But wait, family, there's more. Here's the beauty of it. You also become something we call a team builder. Now, why is that important? Because those unlimited $1,000 bonuses and unlimited $10,000 bonus, and if you wanted to, a $50,000 bonus can be had once you're a team builder. And I'm going to show you how in just a second. But before I do that, let me ask you a question. I want to hear from you in the chat. Talk back to me. If you had an extra $500 a week this year in 2019, would it mean something to you? Yes or no? If you had an extra $500 a week this year in 2019, would it mean something to you? Would it help solve that New Year's resolution that maybe you set and don't know how you're going to attain, or you were afraid to set? Let me ask you this question. Would you or anyone you know, right? Would you or anyone you know be open to what it takes to earn an extra $50,000 in the next 90 days? See, because that's what that is. That's what that is back there, family. We have done it so we can show you how to what? Do it. And what I'm getting in the chat, I'm getting a lot of people saying yes. Well, family, here's what we're going to do. So I get $1,000 bonuses. Now, what does unlimited mean? It means you can earn as few or as many as you want. Very simply put, how do we do that? When we bless other people and take care of our team and help them get rid of their monthly fee with 3, that becomes a secret sauce. So let's just say this is you. We help you to get your 3, you get your $150 fast start bonus, you became a team builder. We bring on Scott. Scott is the first person in what we like to call your team builder group. He's the first person in your team builder group. What are you going to do for Scott? Very simply, get Scott what? 3 and free. Coach, are you saying it's that simple? I'm really telling you it's that simple, because Scott may onboard his best friend, his father, and his cousin, right? Now Scott has 3, he's 3 and free. See, but every time 7 Vortex Platinum sales falls in your team builder group, you earn a $1,000 bonus, or every time 14 points falls in your team builder group. So we're talking about basing this on Platinum right here. But just know this, Platinum is worth 2 points. Our other 2 products are 1. So for every 1 Platinum, you need 2 of the other products. Got it? So we're just going to talk in Platinum speak right this minute, just to keep, as you know, a few. That's right, Rayshawn, a proven system. So what are we going to do? Well, guess what? Scott's best friend, what are we supposed to do for her? Well, very simply, we want to get her to what? 3 and free. So we're going to do a presentation for her, and she onboards her first 2. For his father, he brings on his business partner. Well, guess what? Now you have how many? You have your first 4, your first 1, Scott's 3, and then his team's other 3. That's 7 that just fell in your team builder group. That's going to pay you a $1,000 bonus. I want you to picture going out to your mailbox, family. And when you go out to your mailbox, there is a check that comes in from Surge 365. It's going to come in from this particular address to you. And when you open that check, it's for $1,000 and it's written out to you. Now, notice you haven't done all of the referring. There are people who are referring without you, okay? Every time somebody that gets to 7, it pays you another $1,000 bonus. Well, we continue to help his team to get to 3 and free. And every time we do that, family, once you get another 7 or 14 points, you're going to earn another what? $1,000 bonus, family. And it just keeps happening over and over and over again. It's such a simple system, family. Think about McDonald's, 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese. Mary Ann said, I was truly blessed when I received my check. That's right, right? The beautiful thing about this, and Rayshawn says the compensation works. The only unknown variable is you. It's going to work. Just like the young man with Amazon, who is now the #1 billionaire, came out of nowhere. The #1 billionaire, you too can climb to the straightest compensation plan if you're coachable. So let's do this. Let's just recap. As a team builder, every time somebody joins your team builder group, you earn a $20 override, even if you didn't refer them. If you refer them, you earn $20 plus a $30 fee. Every time your team gets to 7 platinum sales, you earn another $1,000, another 7, another $1,000 plus, family. You earn a residual income. And I'm going to tell you why that's very important to me, and you may resonate with my story. Here's the beautiful thing. Every time your team grows by 100, because remember the word unlimited was in front of $10,000 too. Every time your team grows by 100 active members, you earn another $10,000 bonus. Letitia Nicole Beatty just qualified for her fifth. Latasha Watt Williams just qualified for her third. You understand the power of that? Well, family, you let us help you, help us help you. Because if the extra $50,000 but in 90 days means anything to you, maybe you have a medical procedure you need to pay for. Your insurance company doesn't pay for it. Maybe you have a car you need to pay off. Maybe you have maybe you need to get out of debt. Maybe you need to do some repairs to your home. Maybe for whatever it is, an extra $50,000, what company gives you an opportunity to do that? Well, family, we onboard those same 100 people in your first 100 days. Not only does it pay you a $10,000 check, not only would you have just like Tashana earned 14 $1,000 checks, that's $24,000 plus 100 times 20, that $20 at the top is $2,000, right? That's $26,000. Well, you do it in 100 days and they pay you $5,000 a month for 5 months. Guys, that's another $25,000 you just earned. That's a total of $51,000. And the beautiful thing is you get recognized, family. The company's going to take very, very good care of you. You're going to get your Comma Club t-shirt and a video when you first hit your first 1,000. They're going to fly you out to Naples, Florida when you hit your next 1,000. When you get to be a wealth builder where you earn anywhere from $100,000 to $249,099, the company awards you the Onyx ring. When you get to Sapphire, right, $250,000 to just shy of $500,000, then the ring changes colors. They give you a whole nother ring, not to mention company paid trips. But I haven't even got to the good part. And I know you thought that was the good part, but actually, in actuality, it is not. Family, we have an executive platform. And this particular executive platform, family, I will tell you what, in this particular platform, it has to be the most lucrative and most rewarding platform that First Lady and I have ever seen. See, as rising directors, we realize that there is no other compensation plan like this. So think about it. You refer some, who refers some more, who refers some more. And guess what, family? You will to a place where there are 500 active members on your team. Now, here's what I want you to pay attention to. Yes, you're going to get the car. But what I want you to really pay attention to, family, what I want you to want to really resonate with you is this $2,000 every single month. Oops. Right here, that $2,000 every single month. Why? Because, family, that's like clockwork. Now, that may not pay all of your bills, but think about it. Would it pay some of them, right? Would it pay a good portion of them? With an extra $2,000 a month? Now, mind you, that's not including everything else we just shared with you. You're still earning that like Rayshawn. You're still earning the bonuses like First Lady. You're still earning them like Stacy and Erica. You're still earning those. But they're paying you another $2,000 a month. Interestingly enough, for whatever active members are or that are on your team paying that $59.95, they're paying you $6 per person. If all 500 were doing it, guys, that's $3,000 extra per month. And let me tell you, First Lady, why that resonates a lot with me. Family, recently I was sitting down with my financial advisor, right? I was sitting down with him and all right, Marianne is very close to another $1,000 check. Can I get a loan? Can I borrow $20? So I'm sitting down talking to my financial advisor, and I was at the same hotel. I was telling a couple earlier today, we met at the Hilton here in Suffolk, and I was telling a couple, I said, I remember sitting in the exact same place we were sitting in. And I remember my financial advisor looking at me and saying, Janice, you know you need to have at least $1 million or $1.5 million in the bank before you're 65 in order to be able to live on 10%, of that. So you got that. Not bank, but like an annuity. You got that money sitting there, you're earning 10% interest in order to be able to live on $10,000 to $15,000 a month. And I remember trying to play it cool, First Lady, like, well, okay, just $1.5 million, and in my gut and in my heart, it kind of sank for a few minutes because I'm thinking to myself, I lost everything in my 40s, right? How do I earn $1 million to sit in a bank or an interest-bearing account in the next few years, right? That's what I said to myself. And then, guys, I remembered who I'm with. Mary Ann's, I can get $20. I remember who I'm with. And we're with Surge 365, okay? And the thing that I want you to pay attention to, yes, when you get your regional director, $4,000 a month, and yes, you get the cars, but that $4,000 a month is what I want you to pay the most attention to. Because now they're gonna give you a car that you park right in your driveway, right? They're gonna pay for the car, give the title to you, and you park it right in your driveway. Yes, when you get to national director, they're gonna give you a watch that costs more than most of the cars. But $8,000 a month is what I want you to pay attention to. So because of this reason, do you realize that when you create a $2,000 a month income that comes in every month without you going out there to recreate it, that's that passive income we were talking about, that this is equivalent to having $200,000 on deposit in an interest-bearing account at 10% and living on $2,000 in interest? This is the equivalent of having $400,000, $800,000, $1.2 million. So where we may not be able to save that much by the time we want to retire, right? Before retirement ever even comes, we can create the retirement income that allows us to retire. And the company's gonna take care of the cars. This one will be in your driveway. This one will go in the garage. But $12,000 a month, think about that, family. $12,000 a month, $8,000 a month, for most of us that pays everything. Now we take our 9-to-5 check and we invest it. The interesting thing as I close is this. When I first met J. Lloyd Tomer, the owner of the company, Coach, he was 83 years old. He's 85 now. And I was watching Tashana. I drove down to Atlanta. First Lady had me drive down to Atlanta to watch Tashana be awarded her company car. In 1 year, she earned 6 figures and they earned a company car. 1 year before that, she was staying in Extended Save America. So I get down there and I'm watching the founders, the owners, you know, the upper, you know, the upper echelon in the company, Coach Lloyd Tomer and Dr. Christopher Coakley, and I'm watching Scott Tomer because I know they've only known this young lady for 1 year, just 1 year. So I'm making sure, do they really care about her? So while she's on stage here, I'm watching them over here. I was sitting on this side of the room. They were sitting on that side of the room because I wanted to see genuineness in their heart, in their spirit, in their continence. And when I saw this 83-year-old man have tears in his eyes when she was sharing her story, when I saw Dr. Coakley and Scott and Dwayne care about her, now, you know, so much that when she came off stage, Coach could recite what she said. That got me. Because I don't want to be in business with people who are just after the dollar, because they will make decisions that are better for them than are better for us in the field. The way this company works, if you look at this comp plan, $20 is what got you this. So apparently they're not making a windfall of income, right? And they're being generous. $20 bought you this. So I watched them hand her the keys, and I watched them love on her, and I watched them care for her. And then I heard Coach say something like this, and it's not verbatim, but you'll get the gist of it. We do this to say thank you. We buy the cars, we buy the watches, we do this to say thank you for a job well done. He says also because most of your friends, they don't walk by faith. They may say they do, but they walk by sight. And when Tashana pulls up in North Carolina or Atlanta with the car, the people that didn't believe before become believers. And he wants 10,000 of us to be financially independent by the end of 2020. So if he's got to put you in a car so that you can go to your friend who said no the first time you shared it with them, now maybe they'll become one of the 10,000. Maybe they'll become one number. Does that make sense? And then he said this. He says, I don't want you investing in depreciating things. I want you to take your money and buy more property, buy other businesses, just like I taught Juliet to do, who just bought her children a hotel. I want you to take that money and multiply the money you're earning from Surge. Don't put it in depreciating things. Let us do that so that you can create that legendary income today, but you also create a legendary income for your children, a legacy for your children and your children's children. So family, see, this is an amazing opportunity. There's really only one answer, and it is yes. But see, when I first saw this amazing opportunity, I'm thinking about, oh, woe is me. It'll work for somebody else, but it won't work for me because I lost everything. And so my spirit was broken. My heart was broken, right? I saw an amazing opportunity and I didn't say yes like Tashawn. I said, no, I don't want you to be me. See, grandmother said, it's not just your experience as the best teacher. Somebody else's experience is really the best teacher. So I'm thinking, I don't have the money. Well, you know what? Somebody told me go find it. I'm thinking, well, you know what? I don't have the time. I got 3 part-time jobs. Well, you know what? Letitia Nicole Beatty built to $100,000 in the car in a year, working a 70-hour work week, writing 2 books, raising 2 boys. She's a wife. She's a minister in training and in the choir and on the board at the church. And with no time, but a simple step-by-step system, Rayshawn, she was able to create a 6-figure income. So time was not my excuse. So I'm thinking, okay, let me see what else I can say. Well, you know what? I don't believe it. Well, you know what happens, guys, is this. When these start coming in the mail, guess what you become? You become an instant believer, right? Well, I don't know how to do it. Well, you know what? You don't have to, because you're joining a group of people just like I did, who grab you by the hand and take you step by step by step by step through the process. We walk you through everything that you need to do. So, or like Rayshawn, press play. That you owe me, Rayshawn, I need to borrow $20. She keep getting bonuses, pressing play on a video. That's what I'm talking about, right? And now she's teaching her team in Trinidad. So your business will not stay in Maryland where she is. It will not stay in the United States. It will not stay in North America. She's got a team in Trinidad and they're learning to press play. It's a simple system. Let us do the heavy lifting for you. So with all my excuses eliminated, I don't know what to do. I don't have the money. I don't have the time. I don't believe it. All excuses eliminated. We say get in. The reason you were invited is this. We believe you think like we think. See, all of us that are already part of our legendary group of business owners, we don't believe that we're good. We don't believe that if our cousin got sat out on the street and we can't give her a check to get back up on her feet and tell her that's a gift and not a loan, we're not good. If our parents or our grandparents are skipping medications to make a 30-day supply last for 60 days because they can barely afford it and we don't have the money to pay for it, we're not good. If our church is needing to raise money and the pastor's having to beg us to actually put some money in the plate and we can't just stroke a check and say, Pastor, don't worry about it, I got it, we're not good. If the community center down the street is going to close because they can't afford to pay the light bill and we can't stroke a check to pay it, we're not good. See, we don't think inside of the box. We're outside of the box thinkers. And we know until not only are we good, and our children are good, and our parents are good, and our community is good, and our church is good, we're not good. So when we look at opportunities like this, we can't say I'm good until we know that we've been able to do everything that we can to take care of those around us. And the reason you were invited is because we believe you think like we think, that you realize that there's more to be had, that life more abundantly means more than just, getting a check from our job and coming home and watching TV and paying our bills and trying to make our ends meet. We believe you think like us. You're out of the box thinkers and you want more out of this life because we only got one bite at the apple, family. And we want to make sure that we give it everything that we've got. So I'm going to challenge you to get back with the person that invited you to this particular webinar and let them know you're ready to rock and roll. You don't 100% understand it, but you could use that extra $500 a week. You could use that $50,000 in the next 90 days, right? That you believe and you don't 100% know if this thing will work. But what if 10% of what I just said was true? What if just 10% of what I said is true? Then it's worth every single thing to get started. Grandmother used to say this as I close. I'm going to quote Molly Brown to you. My grandmother, the unsinkable Molly Brown, my heart, used to say this: there's no time like the present. Stop putting off till tomorrow what you need to get done today. That was because I didn't want to do my homework, right? But then she would say this. She said, time waits for no one. And she said, a lot of people are thinking about possibly, maybe one day looking into going ahead and doing something. That's called procrastination, family. Grandmother used to also say this. She used to say, what did she say? Separate yourself. Be different. Don't do what everybody else does. March to the beat of your own drum. And she used to say, God bless the child that has its own. So family, I'm going to turn this back over to First Lady Celetta Brown. We are officially done. I am just grateful to be here with you, to be able to share this information with you. First Lady Celetta Brown, I'm coming your way. I'm going to unmute you, beautiful. And just thank you so very much for for allowing me to present this information in front of this audience. God bless each and every one of you. First Lady Celetta Brown, I'm turning it back over to you.
All righty. Thank you so much. Wow. I am just in amazement. Every time I hear this presentation, I get more and more excited. You know, Coach JP poured out to us tonight. This information was phenomenal. Now you need to just make a decision tonight. You know, don't let old man procrastination hog tie you to the treadmill of failure. You know, continuing to do the same thing over and over again. Now it's time to make a decision for you and your family. Everyone needs a B plan. You know, we know the state of the world, and we don't have to keep talking about what's going on, the shutdown and all of this. This is something that we have been telling people for a long time, to put a B plan in action with your A plan, so that when situations like this arise, you're already prepared. You're prepared. So today, make a decision to put a B plan in place for you and your family. You know, I don't have the money. Use the credit card. I know that goes against the grain. It goes against what grandmama taught us, to get into debt. But that credit card is out there in La La Land for 30 days. You can get started with us. Let us help you get that $1,000 bonus in your first 30 days. Let's start with the first 8 days and get that $150 bonus. You know, and let's start from there. And you can pay that credit card off and begin to go into liquid wealth. You know, I'm excited about our company. I'm excited about Coach JP. She is such a phenomenal presenter, you know, and the information is plain. You know, anybody and everybody can understand what was said on tonight. But the most important thing, make a decision. Get started tonight. Get back with the person that invited you on this Zoom presentation opportunity tonight, and make a decision and get started. And guess what we're going to see all of you at the tip top. You know, because we're not just going to the top, we're all going to the tip top, because this is our time, this is our season, and now it's time for you to live in the land of the plenty. Thank y'all so much for joining us on tonight, and we're going to see you all on the beaches of the world. God bless.
Good night, everybody. Thank you, Miss Rayshawn. Thank you, Miss Rebecca. Thank you, Miss Setta. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate you guys.